yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sunday morning. That means it's time for your football wake up call, brought to you by 102.9 The Game on Broad Street South Radio. Also, remember, if you're in a pinch and you're on your way to the game and you need something quick, swing by your local Dunkin' Donuts. Grab yourself a pewter pirate donut for you Bucks fans in the Bay Area. Remember, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers run on Dunkin'. So, where are we at today? It's Sunday morning. We've got a lot of weird games going on today in the NFL, but first, let's check in on the NCAA top 25 scores from yesterday. And we start early in the day with number 13 Utah at number 5 Washington. Washington walks away with the victory 35-28 over the Utes. Look for Washington to maybe burst into the top 4 college football rankings this week. And why is that, you ask? Because the number 4 Florida State Seminoles struggled at home to put away the unranked Miami Hurricanes. Final score 27-20. Yes, the Seminoles got a victory. No, it wasn't that impressive. Or as impressive as it should be. Let's go ahead and just jump across the state here. The University of Central Florida Knights. They're not ranked at all. Not even a little bit. And they had the number 15 Oklahoma State Cowboys coming to town. And let me tell you, UCF, way to make a statement in those weird uniforms that have nothing to do with the Golden Knight. Cool job. UCF 45, Oklahoma State 3. Ouch. Traveling out to the west coast of the United States, we got the Stanford Cardinals, Stanford Tree, whatever the hell they are, the Stanford guys who all wear khaki pants and cargos, falling to the number 12 Oregon State Beavers 62-17. We had the number 10 Ole Miss Rebels going to Athens, Georgia, and getting their teeth kicked in by the Georgia Bulldogs 52-17. Yes, Georgia, you finally have a strength of schedule victory under your belt. Congratulations. Look for Georgia to jump back up to number 1 because they haven't lost in, like, I don't know, 2 years. Oklahoma hosted unranked West Virginia and did what you do to an unranked team, 59-20. Sooners over the Mountaineers. And, remember that team TCU that everybody got excited about because Colorado beat in week 1? Yeah, well, they suck. But they put up a hell of a game against the number 7 Texas Longhorns. Texas walks away 29-26. Again, Texas isn't quite what y'all thought they were, but somehow they're still in the top 10. Wonder if they're going to get penalized for a close game. But I digress. The Florida Gators traveled to Death Valley to take on LSU. And let me just say this, Gators, as I get the morning heater going. Gators, 35 points in the game is pretty good. Problem is, number 18 LSU scored 52, including being outscored 28-7 after the third quarter. Not good. Look for LSU to jump up possibly 3 or 4 spots in the rankings, and rightly so. Oh, Sparty. The Michigan State Spartans travel to the Horseshoe to take on Ohio State, the number 3 team in the country. And in honor of Ohio State being the number 3 team in the country, Michigan State put up 3 points. Problem is, Ohio State put up 38. So that's Buckeyes 38, Sparty, 3. In the evening thriller, ACC basketball matchup. No, this is a football matchup. The number 24 University of North Carolina Tar Heels held on in overtime to beat the Duke Blue Devils 47-45. Duke's that team that you know they're not scary, but somehow when they get on the field, they scare the crap out of people. It is what it is with that. And a late night score coming in. USC Trojans continue their plummet. Hey, Caleb, probably should have went to the league. Now you're going to end up in Arizona, bro. The Oregon Ducks. You can't stop a duck with a Trojan, evidently. There's a joke there. All the ingredients you guys put together. Number 6, Oregon, 36. Unranked Trojans, 27. That was ugly. That's how it goes. That's why we're here. Because when you do college football, anything can happen.
Yar, har, har, har. Yar.
And now that we got the college stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and check the Twitter sphere for the Rappa, Schefter, Wilson report. You know, what happened overnight. For some reason, Ian Rappaport and these guys get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and start tweeting out about stuff that's going to happen on Sunday. And for that, we thank you. 49ers Pro Bowl left tackle Trent Williams, ankle injury listed as questionable, faces an uphill battle to go Sunday per source. He'll try potentially working out pregame, but it'll be a challenge. The Titans listed backup quarterback Ryan Tannehill as questionable after he was limited during his 2-week practice. During his 2 practices this week, as Tannehill attempts to come back from a high ankle sprain, he appears to be the long shot to be active. That would mean Malik Willis would back up Will Levis, hopefully with a big bowl of Duke's mayonnaise. The Washington Commanders wide receiver Curtis Samuel, limited all week with a toe injury and questionable, is expected to play, per source. Dallas wide receiver Cavante Turpin, which, how did he not play for Maryland? But anyway, Cavante Turpin's shoulder did not participate at all this week and is listed as questionable. While it's unlikely he plays today, the team will evaluate him pregame. The Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver is Jamar Chase, questionable with a back injury, is considered 50-50 at best to play, per Ian Rappaport and Mike Garafolo. Vikings tight end TJ Hawkinson, listed as questionable with a rib injury, is expected to play per Tom Pelissero, as well as Vikings wide receiver Kayvon Osborne has clear concussion protocol, but that doesn't mean he'll play. It was a significant hit he took, and Minnesota wants to check him today, erring on the side of caution. The Baltimore Ravens running back Keaton Mitchell, who tweaked his hamstring earlier, gotta hate those tweakers, but was a full participant on Friday, is expected to play Pro Bowl defensive back Marlon Humphrey, no relation to our favorite Marlon the Martian. Nope, that's not who that is. All right. Marlon Humphrey has a hamstring, is optimistic about playing, but needs to clear a pregame warm-up first. That's quite a bit. Other than that, the Rappaport and Schefter feeds are a little dead this morning. So let's move on to, I don't know, what's on the schedule today. I think we should check out what's on the schedule today. What do you think? Let's check out today's NFL schedule. All right, we've got 9:30 a.m. live from Germany. The Indianapolis Colts take on the New England Patriots. That's a 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time kickoff. It's on TV. You know how to find it. Don't be dumb, okay? Don't be so reliant. Gosh, you're so clingy. The Cleveland Browns travel to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. That's a 1 o'clock game. Packers at Steelers, 1 p.m. Look for the Steelers to, keep proving us wrong. 49ers at Jaguars. Pretty interesting game here, considering the 49ers are losing a lot lately and the Jaguars aren't. Typically, you go with the 49ers. Will Christian McCaffrey get his 18th straight game with a touchdown? I don't know, but I think the Jaguars got this one in the bag. The New Orleans Saints travel to Minnesota to take on Josh Dobbs and his eyebrows. I think that's what's going on, right? Unfortunately for you fans here in the Tampa area, look for the Saints to beat the Vikings today and further pull away with the lead in the NFC South. The Houston Texans, coming off their thrilling victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last week, travel to Cincinnati to take on Joe Shiesty and the Bengals. That's another 1 p.m. kickoff. King Henry and mayonnaise guy, banana eater, Will Levis, jean jacket. Titans travel to Buccaneers 1 p.m. For a decent game. Look for the Buccaneers to do everything they can to get off to schneid, but the Titans might be a little too much for them today. Going to the 4 o'clock games. A couple decent ones here. We'll start with the Washington Commanders at the Seattle Seahawks. Don't really have thoughts on this game. Pretty sure Seattle's going to walk away with that, but check that out. That's a 4:25 kickoff. Then you got Giants-Cowboys. Giants at the Cowboys. Look for the Cowboys to continue rolling at the start of 4:25 when they start pummeling the New York Football Giants. The Atlanta Falcons at the Arizona Cardinals. Battle of the Birds. Albert Hitchcock, he'd be excited. I don't think anybody else really is. Look for the Falcons to squeak one out there as long as their quarterback doesn't, do what he's been doing. The Detroit Lions are at the Los Angeles Chargers. That's a 4:05 kickoff. That would be what I consider the 4 p.m. game of the week. The Lions, surprise team, not really, but surprising that they're still maintaining, taking on the Los Angeles Chargers and pretty boy Herbert. Anyway, honestly, I think the Chargers come with an upset on this one. That's a beautiful thing. Now, Sunday Night Football. The New York Jets, and the Coug Hunter, Zach Wilson, travel to Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. My issue is Coug Hunter in Vegas, probably going to be some shady shenanigans going on. Raiders fire their coach, do better without their coach. What does that tell you? I actually have the Raiders squeaking one out over the Jets, sucks. And finally, the Monday night game that not a lot of us asked for, but here we are with it. Sean Payton and Russell Wilson, let's ride, Broncos. Travel to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Look for Josh Allen and the Bills to actually have a decent game. I'm looking at a double-digit blowout here for the Bills. And I think that's about the best we can hope for in that Monday night game. Hey, NFL, some really bad primetime matchups this week. With that said, I don't want to take up too much of your morning. So, you are listening to the Football Wake Up Call. I'm the dude. This is brought to you by 102.9 The Game, Broad Street South Radio. Make sure you tune in to all the live streams here on Bucks Report from the Aftermath. We have pregame, postgame show, Bucks Live. Check out the podcast. We support Real Bucks Talk, Creamsicle Chronicles, RBLR, Rebler Bucks podcast. Bucks UK. Who else am I forgetting here? The Bucks Minutecast with Dan Homey and the Bucks Report podcast. Again, everybody, America and the Buccaneers, and for the most part, the NFL runs on Dunkin'. If you're not running on Dunkin', you're probably paying too much at Starbucks. And with, I say, good day.